Hi, this is Joe Sullivan, sports editor of the Boston Globe, and this is Globe 10.0. With me today is Chad Finn of Boston.com. And Chad, NBA free agency opens Monday, and we know things could change in this league. And one thing we definitely have an eye on is Ray Allen. A lot of talk about Ray Allen, how much he has left, what teams he could help, and where he might end up. How about the NBA champion Miami Heat? How much could he help that team? And there's a lot of talk of him going there.
Well, that's something our friend Gary Washburn has suggested a couple times might happen, and it seems to be possibly coming to fruition here. He could certainly help them. You saw Mike Miller step up in the clinching game. He may retire. James Jones is a guy who couldn't get off the bench during the regular season. He's a good three-point shooter, so they could use someone in that regard. But if he's a guy, as he's always said, who wants to go to a contender, there's your contender. But if he wants to start, don't they have Dwayne Wade and LeBron James?
And Mario Chalmers,
yeah.
too. Look, you're absolutely right. When the Heat get good outside shooting from someone like Mike Miller, they're unstoppable.
Yeah.
And you saw what they did in the clinching game against the Thunder. They just overwhelmed them when they got really good outside shooting. So he definitely fits them. He can definitely help them. Mm-hmm. But the question is, Chad, and I think you hinted at it here, can Ray come off the bench? It's something he's never really done. He did it briefly at times this year.
Yeah,
with Avery Bradley, and he didn't seem to. It didn't seem to suit him. He didn't seem to do well when he was in that substitute's role.
Well, I think we know he's a creature of habit, to say the least, in terms of his preparation. And I think one of the things we're going to find out once he leaves here is that maybe there was a little more frustration with him coming off the bench and Avery Bradley getting to start than he's let on publicly. If he's willing to go somewhere else, especially to a Celtics rival, and come off the bench there, then that's going to be a pretty strong indication that he probably didn't like the situation the last few months here.
What a nightmare for Celtics fans. Ray Allen signing with the Miami Heat. Here they come into TD Garden next year, and he starts raining down threes coming off the bench, and the Heat win again. I don't even want to think about it if I was a Celtics fan. Would you?
Well, I think he'll get a good ovation because Celtics fans tend to be a little bit more forgiving than maybe some of the other fan bases around here. He could come in, too, and be hobbling around the court like he was at the end of the season. He's no kid, but Celtics fans are always going to remember Ray Allen well, no matter where he ends up.
Ray Allen could definitely help the Miami Heat. Let's hope it doesn't happen.